are made by hand. Now there are some things that are made by machines, and then there are the things that are made by both machine and man. And these things are beautiful and functional and mechanical, and some of them are edible that they make on the show. And the interesting thing about it, when they start this process from this nothingness, they send it through a series of things. And as they do that, you start to see it form, and you can start to see what it is. You know, from this little nothing, you can start to see what it is, and it forms into something that's recognizable. And I find myself watching hour after hour in amazement how these things are formed either by hand or machine to be something at the end. And then every once in a while, somebody will go in and they'll pluck one of them, or they'll take one of them off the assembly line to test it for a quality assurance test to see if it'll go through all the checkers. I'm going somewhere. It's not just about TV. It's stick with me. And doing this quality assurance test, it has to pass a certain amount of things in order for it to get the stamp of approval. Because when you're paying big money to put something together, or have something put together, or have something manufactured, you don't want to put your name on just anything. Yes. So it has to go through a series of things. And sometimes it's heated to unbearable heat. Sometimes it's beaten and molded and bent and sometimes broken to make these things that at the end is beautiful and functional. And you know, that makes me think about us. Mm-hmm. Because from something that is little that we can't even see with our naked eye, over time we are formed into this thing. I don't know if you remember from your biology class, that little funny looking thing that they show on the microphone ends up being me. And all my, that just blows my mind. And I realize that in life, there are times when I'm beaten and molded and put into shape. And as I was growing up, all the times I fell out of the trees and off my bikes and got into fight. Oh, I should have told y'all that part. All the times I had challenges in my life. That all those things came together, that as I go through my journey, my assembly line, and like at the end, when I reunite with God, I'm going to be this perfect thing. So you have to watch the show to understand it. This with me. So we go through this quality assurance so we can get this stamp of approval at the end. So God can give us a stamp of approval at the end. So then we look at our lives. And sometimes those